third-generation family-owned and operated hardwood mill specializing in custom-cut commercial lumber and 100% genuine hardwood crane mats for heavy construction and commercial use. This week it's homecoming for the Knights as Vanguard takes on their rival, the Forest Wildcats. So join me, Galen Unhold, and Pat McBride for the WOCA High School Football Game of the Week. Pre-game is at 7 p.m. and kickoff is at 7:30, and it's all live right here on WOCA, The Source.
All right, thank you, Galen. 24 minutes now before 8 o'clock. It's a great contribution that Galen makes to the broadcast here on Fridays to bring us high school football. It's something that I'm pretty proud of, and proud of Galen. I mean, he does it for free. How many people realize he volunteers to do that? And it puts a lot of energy into it, and he's really skilled at that. So.
Exactly.
So if you didn't already know, make it a point if you want to keep up with high school football. And Galen can only follow one team, so this year he's following Vanguard, and you know maybe there's a good luck element here. Because last year he followed Trinity
High School,
and they did really well. This year he's following Vanguard, and they're doing really well, right?
Ooh, isn't
so
that
maybe he's like a good luck charm.
Yeah.
Right? Get the guy who does the radio broadcast to follow us this year, right? That's what all the teams will say.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is great.
All right, let's see. I didn't get to tell you everybody who's coming on because I don't know what happened there. But anyway, so Jessica McCune coming on at 10:05 talking to us about the 35th celebration of hospice of Marion County. Ed Jaworski, I didn't get to mention Ed. He'll be in the studio. He's a member of the American Legion, post number 284, talking to us about Wreaths Across America. It's that time of year again. Wow.
Yes, it is.
The National Wreaths Across America Day is December 15th, and this is something that Hires Baxley is doing, so we will support what they do. You know, it's really just a nice gesture to recognize the people who have given all.
For sure. For sure. It's a wonderful, touching thing that Hires Baxley Funeral Services in Highland Memorial Park does.
Dr. Ana Fuentevilla is coming on to talk to us about the opioid epidemic later on at 11, and then 11:20, Dr. Dennis Schimpf. Finding Beauty. Think, see, and feel beautiful.
Yeah.
Think, see, and feel beautiful.
I like that. That's a good mantra.
By the way, our topic with Joe today is a fun one.
Okay.
On Midday with Joe?
Yes.
Guilty pleasures.
Ooh, I like that.
Guilty pleasures, yes.
Nice. Especially when the holiday season rolls around.
Yes. Oh, my gosh, yes.
At least for me.
A lot of things that fit into that category over there.
I can't.
All right. The phone lines are open. We've got news to share with you. Let's see, what do we have here? Law enforcement officials are still investigating the suspicious packages that were mailed to CNN and prominent Democrats, including former President Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. The packages, seen as the latest in a seemingly coordinated attack on prominent liberals, were discovered in multiple states across the country. All of the recipients identified have been high-profile targets of President Donald Trump, leaving many to criticize his rhetoric, which they say incites violence. During a rally in Wisconsin, Trump implored politicians to use civility, but put some of the blame for the current political climate on the media. You know, can we talk about this just for a second? Here's the question everybody should ask themselves. What do you want? Okay? I'm guessing that the answer is, well, I want to live in a safe place. I'm guessing that's pretty common, right? I want to live in a place where I have good health care. I'm sure that's across the board, right? I want to live in a place with good what do you call your home? Security and good. What do you call a home? The basic, what is a home in the most basic form?
That's love.
Shelter, good shelter. Shelter.
Okay.
Okay, shelter, yeah. Well, the house then, not the home.
Shelter.
Okay. But you want a good shelter, you want a good health care, you want safety, You know, you want to be comfortable, and you want to be in a friendly place. Okay, you want to have a good infrastructure. Don't make fun of that one. Everybody makes fun of that one for some reason. But trust me, if you live in a world where everything is, all the roads are dirt roads or crumbly roads, or the bridges are scary to cross, you know, or transportation is horrible. No, you want those things to be good. Okay, so everybody agrees we want those things. So let's just start with where we all agree. We all agree we want those things. Okay. So now if you and I say, you know what we want? We want new chairs in the studio. Okay, let's just use a simple example, right?
Okay.
We want new chairs in the studio. So let's go find some new chairs. Well, what are we facing? We're facing style, we're facing color, we're facing price.
Yes.
Right? But we agree that we want new chairs. So since we agree on the core of what we want as individuals or as a country or as a people, as the whole world, we agree with what we want, right? Then we just have to figure out how to get there.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the state of Florida, for example. The two guys arguing last night in that debate, DeSantis and Gillum, right? I swear, Robin, did they forget to grow up? Did something happen and they just got stunted and now we have children actually trying to be the governor?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Exactly.
How is it that they're yelling at each other in such a juvenile way?
Yeah.
So what does Mr. Gillum want? Well, he wants great health care. He wants fair wages. What does Mr. DeSantis want? Same thing. What's the difference? How we get there. So let's figure out this is what we want. And P.S., guys, you're not there for yourself. You're there for us. So you have to listen to us.
Yeah.
If we want to have a new railroad that goes wherever, or if we want cars that are self-driving or not, or if we want, no homework or for the students in school, or we do, then leave it up to us, and you elected officials just listen to us. Now, we might disagree with each other, but we all agree that we want a great education. We all agree on the core of all of these things. Right?
Right.
So the only difference is how we get there. Look at the map. How many roads is it between point A and point B? There's a lot of them. They all get there. Just figure out which one you all can decide on. Don't make compromise a bad word. Compromise is not a bad word. There are certain things in this life that maybe you have to take a hard. You have to have you just have to have a absolute opinion, and you're not going to change it. Well, then you don't compromise. There are some things like that. However, for the most part, most of the things we want, there's a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, and these guys just have to figure this out. And as far as nasty rhetoric, don't tell me the president is the only one engaged in that. First of all, I'll be the first to tell you he has engaged in some nasty rhetoric. But so have many others. So that's where the juvenile has to stop. You just have to stop with that stupid stuff.
That's right.
If we're all going to be, if you want to be protected, and if you want to talk about immigration, let's talk about that for a second, okay? Those people who are against the current rules, the current laws of immigration, all right, well, lay it out. What do you want? What rules do you want?
Yeah.
I mean, do you just want to let anybody walk across the border, or do you want to have some rules? And if you do have some rules, do you want them to be enforced? My guess is yes. You're probably going to say, yes, we should have some rules. And yes, they should be enforced. That's what you're going to say. So how do you do that? What should the rules be, and how do you enforce those rules? That's what you should say. Yesterday, a friend of mine on Facebook posted, and I never knew he married a German girl, but he did, a German woman, and it took thousands of dollars in legal fees, and took about a year, it sounded like, for everything to work its way out before she could even live here legally.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
So I mean, there are certain things that just the whole nasty, and you only are giving in to the devil or something when you decide to join that whole thing. When you decide to be just absolutely nasty. This is why I don't want to talk to political authors of political books anymore. I don't want to do it anymore because they don't want to let me say a word. I respect them, but they don't want to respect me. They don't understand that all I want to know is what do they want, but instead they just want to badmouth the people that have an R in front of their name or a D. We've had those too.
Yeah.
So it's just, I can't believe that we have people running for office that haven't grown up.
Exactly. Exactly. Great, strong point. We don't need babies as governor.
You really don't. And the president also. I mean, he has to clean up his act.
Yeah.
I mean, he tweets things sometimes that I say, you got to be kidding. You're the president. You know, and I'm not saying some of the things he's done, because that's always the argument. He's done some good things. Well, but you got to clean up the other part too.
Yeah.
You got to clean up your rhetoric. You can't be out there bad-mouthing people. You can't be out there criticizing people. I mean, he picked on Ted Cruz's wife when they were running for office. Remember that?
Yeah.
Well, that was just plain nasty. Why do you do that? That's not even necessary.
Yeah.
You know, come on. We just have a very juvenile country right now. And can I go so far as to say it's probably not even most people? It's probably just those people who seem to find themselves in front of a camera or a microphone or a podium.
Yeah. It's not just the national and state level either. It's all over. It's for everything. Local on up.
Sorry, I went on a little tangent there. All right, what else do we have here in the news? Residents of the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands are bracing for months without electricity or running water after Super Typhoon Yutu crossed over the territory early this morning.
Wow.
Did you see pictures?
No, I have not.
Are you familiar with this area, Mariana?
No, I'm not.
I wasn't either. I had to look it up. It's Guam. It's the islands, I guess, northeast of Guam.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They're U.S. territories.
Okay, I recognize.
Looks like a beautiful place. I mean, well, it did, I guess, until this happened.
Oh my.
It's in the Pacific, in other words.
Yes, prayers. I know where Guam is. I didn't know what the Mariana Islands were.
Right. I didn't either. Hurricane Willa is gone, but today it will bring heavy rain to an area that has had more than its share of the Gulf Coast. Rain is forecast for the central Gulf Coast region, including areas of the Florida Panhandle and southern Georgia that were ravaged by Hurricane Michael, according to AccuWeather. In fact, it'll affect us a little bit. There's about what do we have today? About a 50% chance of rain. And then tomorrow, even greater, about a 75% chance of rain.
Oh, my.
And that is... After that, some cooler temperatures moving in. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There we are. Good with that.
A federal court blocked Georgia from throwing out absentee ballots and applications because of signature mismatches. District Judge Lee Martin May issued a temporary restraining order that allows voters to contest the state's initial determination and confirm their identity. May also gave lawyers until noon today to comment on whether the language in her order is confusing or will be workable. Georgia has been a high priority among voting rights lawyers because the Republican gubernatorial candidate, Brian Kemp, is the current Secretary of State responsible for election administration. He is running against Democrat Stacey Abrams, who would be the nation's first black female governor. If you were paying attention to this radio show, you heard us speak to Ms. Abrams not too long ago.
Yep, we had her on. Nice gal.
Let's see. This is just one of those stories makes you say, why? The two middle school girls, ages 11 and 12, were arrested. They brought knives to school, and they were plotting to kill their classmates, drink their blood, and then kill themselves.
My God.
They were going to leave body parts at the doorways.
Oh, my God.
Before killing themselves.
Oh, my God. Throw them in jail and get them some psychiatric help.
They're in the juvenile detention center.
Good.
In Polk County. Polk County.
That's where they need to be.
A farm that employed a woman who was killed when lightning struck near her. The farm has now been given a citation, a penalty of $12,934 for insisting that workers work in inclement weather.
Oh, my gosh.
She was 53 years old, Maria
Oh, my God.
Francisco Pascual. She was working at the Parkland farm in May when a bolt of lightning killed her. The farm is the C.W. Hendricks farm.
Gosh. How stupid are those owners and those managers?
A math professor at the Hillsborough Community College, who is 35 years old, was arrested after it was discovered that he had child pornography on his computer.
Good. Throw him in jail and throw away the key. Don't need to try to rehabilitate him. You'll never do it.
Verizon said they will spend $25 million to update their network in the Panhandle that was hit by the hurricane last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. Anyway, they wanted to bring 5K technology to Panama City, joining the larger cities of LA, Houston, Indianapolis, and Sacramento. Do we have it here yet?
I don't know. That's a good question for Jim George because he works very closely with the city of Ocala.
That is a good Jim George question.
Yeah, and we're on the city of Ocala internet here at WOCA, so I don't know.
Right. Let's see. There's a TV show called Drop the Mic. Have you ever seen it?
No.
It's a TBS show. It's a competition. I guess celebrities face off trying to out-rap each other.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Anyway, so if you want to go, the tickets are free. They'll be filming this down in Universal Studios Orlando. It'll be hosted by Method Man. I don't know Method Man.
I heard the name, but I don't know who that is.
Also hosted by Haley Baldwin. I assume she's one of the Baldwins from Alec Baldwin's clan.
Yeah, one of the daughters.
Is she his daughter?
I have no clue.
So if you want tickets to this, let's see. They will be doing some episodes October 29th and October 30th, which is what, Monday and Tuesday?
Yes.
Monday and Tuesday. You have to go to oneiota.com. That's the numeral 1iota.com. Oneiota.com.
That's a cool name. Oneiota.com.
That is a cool name, yeah. Law enforcement is searching for a suspicious package that was sent to Joe Biden. Law enforcement officials are reportedly searching for a suspicious package addressed to former Vice President Joe Biden after police intercepted several packages containing potentially explosive devices that were addressed to Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Eric Holder, Maxine Waters, George Soros, and CNN's offices in New York. The package has similarities to ones already discovered, but officials are concerned it was sent to the wrong address and shipped to Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz's office in Florida because that address appeared on the return label.
Wow.
The Secret Service intercepted both packages addressed to Clinton and Obama, first at the Clinton residence in Westchester County, New York, and then at the Obama residence in Washington, D.C.
This just makes me want to cry. The state of our country just makes me want to cry. It does. We've got such a wonderful country, wonderful people that live here, and there's just a handful of the bad guys out there that is really causing chaos.
I've said it forever.
My God.
The people who do this job in the big leagues, who sit at their microphones and pretend to be angry for 3 or 4 hours straight, pounding the table, you know, I mean, they are just spewing hatred. Not just on radio, but on TV, too.
Yeah.
It's why we have tried. I mean, this segment is a little different sometimes. But we've tried to lighten it up with everything. We've been criticized for that. We've been criticized. We'll be talking about, you know, extreme milkshakes. And somebody will say, I can't believe you're talking about milkshakes when all that's going on in the world. And I'll say, we talked about milkshakes for 10 minutes. We talked about milkshakes for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Milkshakes are important.
Yes, they are. With cherries.
Let's see. Russia will attack any nation that agrees to house and launch U.S. intermediate-range missiles. That according to a warning from Vladimir Putin. By the way, you can buy a new photograph of Vladimir with his shirt off. There's a new one out there.
Maybe he'll be at the Southern Women's Show and jump in with the firefighters.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
That would ruin the show, wouldn't it? Ladies, we have for you the hot firefighters and, well, this guy.
Yeah.
Georgia election officials must stop reject. Oh, we already had that one. Okay, next one. Bob Barker. Let's see.
Oh.
The host of former host of The Price is Right, returned home from the hospital yesterday after he was rushed to Cedars Sinai Hospital for serious back pain.
Oh.
But he's home and resting and comfortable, they say.
Oh, good.
Bob Barker.
Yeah, he's an icon.
A retired FBI profiler who worked on the Unabomber case said yesterday that the package bombs sent to high-profile Democrats could be a false flag operation designed to hurt the Republican Party.
Yeah, there's always speculation about everything.
Megyn Kelly, according to The Hollywood Reporter, Megyn Kelly intends to end her 9 a.m. show by the end of the season. Kelly and NBC News have engaged in conversations about what role might make her happiest at the news division.
Oh.
According to a person who has spoken with her. To her.
Well, she's getting a lot of grief, so.
Grief?
Isn't she?
I don't know. She's getting a lot of money. That's what I think.
Yes, she is. She's getting a lot of money. She doesn't need to work.
Police say 2 people have died in a shooting at a Kroger grocery store on the outskirts of Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, no.
Not a whole lot I can say about that one.
Oh, my God.
John Tesh is coming to town, by the way.
Yes, he is.
He's coming on this show sometime soon.
Yes, he is. Monday, the 29th, October 29th.
Where's he going to be? At the Sharon?
11:05 at the Sharon Performing Arts Center in the Villages. The 16th of November.
Let's see.
We're giving away tickets.
Soda industry giants, including Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola, are spending more than $20 million to convince voters in Washington state to pass an initiative that would block local governments from imposing taxes on soda.
Okay.
Would you pay a tax? Would you get your favorite soda if there was a tax on it?
Yes, I would.
Me too.
I would get it.
I mean, unless the tax was exorbitant.
Yeah, if it was $50 from tax.
Right.
Thanks.
What would your limit be?
Maybe 40 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think no more than 40 cents tax.
7 children have died as a result of an adenovirus. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Adenovirus at the Wanake Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation in Haskell, New Jersey.
Oh, no.
The New Jersey Department of Health announced the deaths of 6 pediatric patients at the center and the infection of 12 others, and then provided an update about an additional death yesterday.
Oh, how sad. How tragic.
Wow.
This is tragic. Prayers.
For the first time in 2 decades, the United States Food and Drug Administration has approved a new type of antiviral flu drug. The single oral dose of Xofluza is for the treatment of uncomplicated flu in patients who are 12 years old and older and have symptoms for no more than 48 hours.
Oh, my God.
And I guess that's it.
Well, you jam-packed this segment full of everything.
I try.
You run the gamut.
I try to run the gamut.
I know what's going on in the world because of all this stuff you prepare for this
good.
25 minutes. I do. I
bit,
know
right?
what's going on in the world, yeah. Such a variety.
All right, we will take a little break. We'll be right back. Galen Unold will be up next. I do have a segment for Galen. He's going to talk about the game, of course, the baseball game that would be, and also some cringeworthy things people have said when they were applying for a job. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The New York City Police Department's investigating another suspicious package similar to at least 7 others sent to prominent Democrats and CNN. This one reportedly addressed to the actor Robert De Niro. He's a critic of President Trump. The president says at a rally in Wisconsin,
"No nation can succeed that tolerates violence or the threat of violence as a method of political intimidation, coercion, or control."
The package taken away this morning was found in a building where De Niro has a production company and an Italian restaurant. There's still a big lottery jackpot out there to win.
No one took the $620 million top prize from Wednesday night, so that means Saturday's drawing is now $750 million. That makes it the fourth largest jackpot in U.S. history. This prize is sort of puny compared to the $1.5 billion Mega Millions prize that went to a single winner on Tuesday.
Fox's Chris DeMeo. This is Fox News.
Technology Truths, brought to you by Geico.
Technology Truths.
Truth, you have 14 login passwords, and you can't remember any of them.
Doug 1, Doug 2, Doug is awesome. Doug is awesome 1, 2, 3.
Truth, it's so easy to switch and save on car insurance at geico.com.
Doug is super cool, ampersand underscore exclamation point 1985. Knew it.
Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Napa know-how.
This month, a 2-pack of Napa Night Vision headlamps is up to $10 off. Because with fall comes longer nights and poor overall visibility. Luckily, our headlamps have superior illumination, which helps reduce the chance of an accident. See better, drive safer, with up to $10 off a 2-pack of Napa Night Vision headlamps. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer ends 10/31/18.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. The candidates for Florida governor engaged in their final debate yesterday and exchanged a few nasty barbs. The positive debate points, however, included their differences on regulating the purchase of guns, corporate taxes, and government involvement in healthcare and insurance. 2 middle school girls in Bartow, ages 11 and 12, were arrested after it was discovered that they brought knives to school in a foiled plot to kill classmates, cut them up, and drink their blood before killing themselves. A farm in Parkland that employed a woman fatally struck by lightning has been cited for failing to protect workers. A 35-year-old math professor at Hillsborough Community College is facing child pornography charges. Verizon Communications said yesterday it will spend $25 million to update its network in Florida's Panhandle. And Drop the Mic, the TBS competition TV series, is coming to Universal Orlando next week. Tickets to see the tapings are free and can be requested at oneiota.com. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen. As fall approaches, it seems our taste buds change gears and things like char-grilled hot dogs with chili come to mind. Also, I got a crow about our most tasty grilled and crispy chicken breast sandwiches. And everybody knows about our world-famous chicken tenders and pepper cream gravy. Good. But you might just want a banana split or a blizzard for dessert. Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
May this Christmas be your brightest yet. May it bring you and the ones you love music, joy, and laughter. And fill your hearts with wonderful memories to share. From my Dollywood family to yours, we wish you happiness and joy this Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Plan your holiday getaway today. Visit Dollywood.com to start planning.
The WOCA High School Game of the Week is presented by Fuquay Sawmill. The third-ranked Vanguard Knights improved to 8-0 after a big win against the Lake Weir Hurricane.
Vanguard switched their defense up. Now they got 2 high safeties, which at first they had everybody in the box. They're going to fake the handoff, a little play-action pass. He fires into the flats, and that's picked by Randall, and he's going to walk in for a touchdown. An ill-advised throw leads to 6 for the Knights.
Fuquay Sawmill is a custom hardwood sawmill serving the communities of Central Florida since 1938. We are a third-generation family-owned and operated hardwood mill specializing in custom-cut commercial lumber and 100% genuine hardwood crane mats for heavy construction and commercial use. This week it's homecoming for the Knights as Vanguard takes on their rival, the Forest Wildcats. So join me, Galen Unold, and Pat McBride for the WOCA High School Football Game of the Week. Pre-game is at 7 p.m. and kickoff is at 7:30, and it's all live right here on WOCA, The Source.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better